Hey yo, they waiting for it. The blazing bars, yo, they waiting for it. Hey yo, the blazing bars, yo, they waiting for it. The blazing bars, yo, they waiting for it.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Another episode of Blades and Bars, episode 5, season 2. The rebrand or reboot, whatever you want to call it. We out here, Rap Nerd League.
Man, it's your boy Fon. Check him out. He said season 2.
Season 2. Yo, we out here moving. You feel me?
Facts.
I mean, what's good, though?
Ain't nothing. Yo, I'm going to jump right into it.
Right into it, man. What's up?
You heard about your little cousin getting out?
Ooh.
6ix9ine.
Come on, do not play me like that, bro.
All right. You heard about 6ix9ine getting out?
Yeah, I did. I mean...
And he got one of his cases dropped already?
Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, nothing surprised me no more. Like, I really feel like this whole thing is a giant, like, publicity stunt anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, regardless of him, dodging all that time, but all the stuff that he was convicted of doing or convicted or whatever, accused of doing, like, you don't just walk away from these charges like that. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, A plus B equals C in my book. Like, nah, bro, you was out here, like all this is just to make him a bigger celebrity, in my opinion. So I'm not jacking none of it, bro. You know what I mean? How you feel about it, though?
A rat is a rat.
Of course.
No matter
without question.
What size, where you from, a rat is a rat.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like I always say, if you want to come up here with interview him, but I wouldn't be going out to eat with him.
Nah.
That's business.
I don't want no energy. I don't want that energy anywhere near me, bro.
Nah, that's business. Like that's business. I don't got no energy. that's all business. You know what I mean? That's all business.
Fine.
Yo, also,
wait, hold up. Hold that thought. Shout to A, yo. He not here right now, so we gonna hold it down for him. So, yeah, shout to A.
A is definitely working.
I told you I wasn't going to forget you, you know what I'm saying? Unlike, whatever. I ain't going to talk about it, but whatever.
Also, did you see that Ja Rule don't have to pay no money?
Yeah, Ja came out on top. He was playing checkers with him. I mean, chess, my bad. But yeah, Ja was like, listen, I got the last laugh. You feel me? Like, y'all was trying to, run my name through the dirt with all that Fire Festival stuff. He wasn't implicated in nothing. He free and clear. He good to go.
And he said he gonna do another one though.
You gonna do another one?
Yeah, he said he got a better team. You know what I mean?
Well,
some legit people. He gonna do another one.
All right. Well, shout to him. I mean, hopefully that one. I mean, it's gonna be funny anyway because like people are still gonna try and bring it up and troll him and stuff like that. But especially like 50 and stuff like that. But I mean, hey man, do what you gotta do. Yo, get your paper.
It's smart though. You know how many people going to go just to see if it's
gonna be
Like,
trash. Yeah, I know.
Like I would do another one too.
But even the time that he did it, like the first time, it wasn't necessarily his whole thing. It was just that he was
the big name of it.
Yeah, like he was like the main sponsor of it or whatever. So it was the other guys that were really doing all the underhanded stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, if he's throwing his own festival, it should be something that'll bring the people out. Of course, it's gonna be you got your hecklers and your trolls, whatever. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see what's up. I want to see the lineup now. I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll definitely be dope.
Ja Rule's Fire Fest, Fee-Ray Fest. My bad.
Well, real quick too. Hey man, shout out to French Montana, man. Get well soon. He been in the hospital for a minute now.
What happened to him?
Yeah, ICU. Some medical issues.
Oh, word. It's probably complications from all the stuff that happened to him in the past, or just probably poor diet or whatever. Who knows?
But he be running ragged though. What a lot of people don't know, French be working, yo. Like,
I mean, he's definitely a hip hop socialite. You know what I'm saying? He really out here moving and grooving. So
he'll lead a club and go to the studio.
Yeah.
And leave the studio, get something to eat, and then be in the studio so long, go to another club appearance.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He'll change his clothes in the car. Like,
listen. The hip hop life, the industry life is not a joke, people. Just want y'all to know that. That's a PSA. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your vitamins on the road because you're not gonna. It's not gonna be conducive to your well-being. You know what I mean? So.
Hip hop. Dame Dash.
So, yeah.
Allegedly, he's saying he's broke, and he just got arrested for unpaid child support.
Yeah, man. Listen, I don't want to talk about it because I'm not sure the particulars, and I don't want Dame to highlight me, calling me a chatty patty, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. I want to do more research and see what that really is about. But this the same guy that was running around without a tooth. For some, I mean,
he could call you a chatty patty. I'd deal with that.
yo, we don't need that bully action, bro. Chill out. No, but I'm just joking. But yeah, as far as Dane goes, I'm not sure what that is or what that's about, but I'm pretty sure it's all, in my opinion anyway, it's all to promote something down the line.
Maybe so, but what I have learned over the years, whenever these artists say that they're broke,
oh no,
you know what it be? It's like, I don't have money to pay you back. I have money for me.
Right.
I don't have money to pay you back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Like they're like broke compared to celebrity standards. They're not like civilian standard broke. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not even that. It's not. I'm not using my own money broke.
Oh, absolutely. No,
I don't have enough assets over here to cover what you want. But you know what I mean?
But I'm good.
Yeah, just like this is the first person I knew who did it. Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like bankruptcy.
Yeah, he did it twice. He had his wife do it once.
More than twice. I think he filed like a couple times, yo. Like at least like 5, 6.
5, 6. Well,
I think
I know 2 that went through.
Yeah,
and
for
one
sure.
that his wife went through. You know what I mean? 50 filed bankruptcy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we know he got money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, it's definitely a rich man tactic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I applaud him. Like the unpaid child support. Nah, that's the only thing I probably say that's serious.
No, it's definitely
You know what I mean?
definitely serious.
They come to get you.
No, for sure. But it's like,
you.
but that's why I want to see how this shakes out, because it's like, yo, wait a minute, like that don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a logical explanation. At least I hope it is. So, but I'm willing to let him, you know.
But I do know Dame is a smart bully. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like he's a smart bully.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm saying.
I like that's why exactly like to your point. I don't see how that's even an issue. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a bigger play. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
He's a smart dude.
For sure.
Did you hear about Buju Benson signs a Rock Nation?
Yeah, I read that earlier. I was like, oh snap! I was definitely gonna repost it earlier, but I was like, I got distracted. But yeah, I definitely saw it. Like that's big to be down for that many years, and then to come home and be on that. You know, just to be in that with that team. You know what I'm saying? With the whole machine. That's a good look.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing his music. If he even if he doesn't want to do music, just to be in the atmosphere is gonna be lit.
I don't care who you are and what realm you do it in. Anytime anybody signed to Rock Nation,
Right.
they skyrocket.
Absolutely.
Like Meek got with Rock Nation.
You saw what happened.
Jim Jones got with Rock Nation.
You saw what happened. Here you go. Yeah, nah. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Jim got with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who else? Yo Gotti got with Rock Nation.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, no doubt.
Yo Gotti got with Rock Nation. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, first of all, let's start it off for real. J. Cole was the first signee. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, and then you had the Smith siblings. You know what I mean? Willow and Jaden. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
That's what I'm saying. Any realm that you're signed to Rock Nation, whether it's sports, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't forget they got
KD, right? Is it KD up there?
No, they got
It's not KD.
I'm not sure, but I know.
I mean, it would make sense because he's in Brooklyn now. So
Green signed to Rock Nation after he won the championship. That they celebrated. He got a couple big names over there.
Yeah,
I don't know everybody, but he got a couple big names.
I mean, Jay told us many years ago that Rock is the Army. I mean, better get the Navy.
Yo, shout out to Rock Nation.
Yeah, shout out to them, yo.
You know, they could put the podcast up there too.
Yo, listen, man, listen. I wasn't gonna say it. I'm glad you said it.
I was gonna say, hey Jay, man. Anybody that's associated with Jay,
yo,
you
we
know
out here, man. Nah.
Come on over.
Yeah.
Have us come on over.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. So what up? So you said you ain't rock with none of the AMAs.
Nah. I don't know who won. I don't know who got nominated. I don't care, bro. Like that's not my my cup of tea. Like honestly, the only award shows that I really pay attention to is like not probably, but for me, like the Soul Train Awards, BET Awards, and the Grammys. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
As far as music, and then now when you talk about movies, obviously you got film, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, You know what I'm saying? Oscar, stuff like that. You know, like that's my palette basically. So other than that, yeah, I'm not really rocking with.
So your guy Nas,
Mm-hmm.
20 years
Yeah.
to his album.
Which one? Illmatic or It Was Written?
Nostradamus.
Yeah. Okay. So next.
Wow. That's how you feel?
Nah. Nostradamus is definitely his. Well, it's definitely my least favorite Nas record. So I don't really talk about it that much. I mean, it's cool that it's 20 years, but it's not that record wasn't indicative of Nas's true skill. I mean, it had like maybe one or two songs on there that was dope, but yeah, it definitely wasn't. It wasn't it, Chief. You know what I'm saying? Like a better comparison would be Jay's album, his comeback album, Kingdom Come. Like I put them neck and neck. Like
Was that really a comeback though? Like,
I mean, yeah.
He didn't go nowhere.
I mean, he didn't drop a studio album for a couple years. You know what I mean?
The Black Album was still rolling.
Yeah, exactly. But
he didn't go nowhere.
I mean, he was still pushing it. But as far as like doing other things, like that was his his official retirement. I mean, unretirement, I guess. And then, but I didn't respect that album. I did respect American Gangster. I think that was his true comeback album. Kingdom Come wasn't it, bro.
Like I always say, I didn't rock with Jay until
Blueprint, right?
3.
Oh, damn.
3.
Come on, man. You got 2 though. Two was hard. You didn't hear 2? The Gift and the Curse? No?
Die-hard Pac fan. So
Fair.
Growing up, Pac said fuck him. I said fuck him. Y'all know how I feel about my favorite artists.
Yeah,
Pac said
sure,
fuck him. Fuck. I was in Iraq. Somebody played it, and I was like, who that? Like Jay-Z. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that. They're like, nah, listen. I listened to it. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Then after that, I went back and listened to everything. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I've been missing out on music.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, just me growing up, I was always a Nas fan. So, but in order to have a proper debate, I had to listen to a lot of Jay too, so I can explain to people why Jay wasn't my favorite and Nas was. So I did end up listening to a lot of Jay growing up as well. So, Reasonable Doubt, Coming of Age, you know what I'm saying, all that whole Streets is Watching, all that stuff. So yeah, I know what time it is. But Nas is still my favorite rapper of all time. You know what I mean?
I got it. So recently, Lil Baby said something that we always say. You can make it in Atlanta. You can make it anywhere.
I mean, yo, listen, let's clap it up for Atlanta real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching the ascension of the South, like, and not just Atlanta, just the South period. For it's been at least 20 years now of dominance, like continuous dominance. Like it went from region to region in the South, but I think Atlanta, of course, right now is like, well, it's been the hotbed for all talent that we know and love today. But before then, you had the the dudes from Texas going crazy, dudes from Florida going crazy. So like every region of the South.
Don't forget Mississippi.
We had like really 2 though. Well, 3.
Still going crazy.
No, yeah, like that's going crazy. I mean, but as far as like on a mainstream level, like you guys love mainstream, right? So, yeah. So yeah, like I mean, as far as Mississippi goes, you got David Banner, you got Big Crit, who was one of my favorites, and you got Ray Shremmerd. They're also from Mississippi, so that's dope. But yeah, you got that. You got Texas. Come on, Texas is ridiculous. Like. Not just Houston, but Dallas, everywhere. Texas is lit. Florida, they got their own. Like everyone got their own scene. So it's cool now to see how the next generation of these same regions are coming up now. So you got so many different artists from different parts, just going wild. But Atlanta, well, Georgia in general, but Atlanta, of course, is like the main spot, and they've been holding it down for the better part of 2 decades now, and I don't think we've seen a run like this in hip hop ever. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody holler at me. But yeah, I don't think we've seen one region hold the crown this long. I mean, I at this point, I think they felt it maybe longer than New York, maybe. I mean, of course, New York is the mecca of everything. But as far as like the sustained dominance like this, nah, I don't think. I think New York is starting to sweat a little bit. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say sweat, but the music is different though. You know what I mean? Like
What, Atlanta or New York?
both of them in between. Like the music is different. No, I'm not gonna say the music is different. Mainstream music of the two is different. You know what I mean? Because we got New York got some dope rappers that just can't make a mainstream record that everybody knows about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not trying to be funny like Dave East. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Dave East. Dave East is crazy. Everybody knows about Dave East, but there's no Dave East record on the radio.
I mean, there is, but you know, I don't understand why it's not connecting the way it should though. That's
what I'm saying.
He got the Nas cosigns. He got the look. In my opinion, I don't get it. Like, cause the album wasn't bad. Like Survival was decent. It was a solid record, and it's like for people to like slander it like that, I'm like that's strange to me. So I don't know what more New York has to do. Like you got people say like, you know, they want spitters and all that stuff, and you got a whole bevy of spitters from our generation. Like it's not just Dave. You got him. You got Don Q. You know, you got some of the dudes from ASAP Mob like going crazy. Like I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just mainstream because it's just like Philly. Philly got some amazing rappers. It's just not on the radio, but everybody on Instagram and YouTube know all about them. Yeah. It's just not on the radio.
I mean, but that brings you back to my argument about the radio. Like the radio isn't the radio anymore. Like we don't really care. Like if you know, you're gonna find your music regardless. I don't think the average or the above average listener is not gonna go to the music. I mean, it's not gonna go to the radio as their preferred medium of choice now. Like they're gonna go stream it. They're gonna go on YouTube. They're gonna go to other outlets. They don't necessarily need the radio anymore. So I don't think that's a metric.
I'm not gonna say you don't need the radio anymore, but the radio is where you made it at. You understand?
I mean,
like,
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you did, but it's like, I mean, of course, like it's still dope to hear like your record like being spun on the radio. I'm not gonna take that away from anybody. That's still a benchmark, regardless. But I mean, the way radio used to break your record now, like back then, like say I'm gonna say back then, like it's ancient, but maybe 2004, 2005. We'll start at that point. Like to hear your record on the radio at that point, it still meant something. Now, of course, it still means something, but it's a little less. And I don't think that, again, the average listener.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Shout to him. I don't know why, but shout to him. Why?
He started this.
Started what?
This YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I got you.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely true. I lost my thought. Oh yeah. The average listener or the average consumer of music now doesn't necessarily go to the radio. Like that's not their first stop anymore. Back in the day, back in the day, that used to be their first stop. You know, turn on such and such Monday night, Tuesday night, whatever. You know what time it was, Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just, yo, go to YouTube or go to Vivo or just go online. You know what I'm saying? Or go to SoundCloud or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like these new mediums have taken over, and like they've put the radio in fourth place, in my opinion.
I think the radio still solidifies. Because what happens is, think about how many people stream your stuff, right? Right. There's still 1 million more people that listen to the radio. So once it hits the radio, think about when you're driving, whether you like that song or not.
It's still on.
It's still on.
It's still getting spun.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And speaking of, you know what I mean, areas that have dope rappers that's up and coming, as always, you know, shout out to home team Jersey. You know what I mean?
MJ.
We got a special guest.
That was a brilliant segue, by the way. I see, yo, thank you.
I'm just happy to be here. We got a dope artist.
For sure.
Switcher, he's from Jersey. He coming up. He's coming in right now. You know what I mean?
What's his name, bro?
I just said it. Switch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Switch.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on?
No doubt. Do what you gotta do, man. Pop a squat. Welcome to Blades and Bars. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome. So, for everybody that don't know, you know what I mean, let them know your name, where they could catch you at, Instagram, Facebook,
All your
Snapchat,
DSPs, you know
everything. Let them know.
Yeah, right now I'm on all platforms. You know, the Switcher, you know, aka for loose, baby. Instagram, the Switcher _BTG. Facebook, the Switcher. You know, all platforms. Just type in the Switcher. I got a single out right now called Off the Bench. It's going crazy. You know, the video dropped the morning of Thanksgiving. I got a album out called Free Smoke, dedicated to my brother doing 20 years. Shout out to him, Free Smoke, you know. I also got a mixtape out that I did with DJ Walla called The Kill Switch. So them two projects I just mentioned, I dropped them from the Halfway House. Bought a studio from the Halfway House. You know, I just was recording on my furlough. Got sent back shooting the video. Had to start the process all over again.
Wow.
That's dope, though. At least you got caught going back working, though. It wasn't no BS. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what was the mindset behind Off the Bench?
Basically, it's like, you know, when you're a rapper that's underground, especially coming from North, it's like everybody is like, all right, you rap. All right, so what? I do too. But as far as when you take it serious, it's a different level now because it's like you really do it now. This is your livelihood. So Off the Bench, it ain't just a record. It's also an album that I'm about to drop too. Like I'm just getting everything in order as we speaking. But the record is basically like just letting you know, look, I'm off the bench. So it's like I'm out here. You gonna see me. You gonna hear more of me.
Right.
And you know, like I really do this music thing. I never took it serious until, you know, I came home March 15th. So it's like I ain't been letting up. So, you know, I've just been going hard.
As you should.
Who are some of the people you work with on the project?
I got my boy Booby. You know, that's he played for the Jets, Jalen Moore.
Okay. Shout out to Jets.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dream
word.
Machine.
So it's like, yeah.
They on that winning record right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They winning. Hold on. So he on a winning record and on wax. Okay, he winning. He winning. He out here.
Double
Yeah,
time.
bro definitely got it. Like, you know, shout out to North Carolina too. Like like that's where he from. Like especially Raleigh. That's where like, you know, like I'm known out there too. But like, yeah, I felt as though like I ain't want like no features. Like, especially on my first album. But you know, like, mostly everybody that come out is like, they got this superstar, that superstar. And
Hey, you
it's
hear
like,
that, eh? You hear that?
And it's like, I want, like, my fans, especially my city, to know, look, I've been doing this. I got this, like, on my back.
Right.
It's just that, like, once I get heard, is a different level. Because, you know, out here, like, especially being underground, like, we ain't heard like that.
Right.
So only way how you heard if somebody, like, you know, basically, like, yo, listen to this. Or you stumble across it. Because, you know, you got scarce mindsets and, you know, abundance mindsets. People that scarce mindsets, they scared to let you meet the man or scared to bring your name up around the man because they intimidated what you could do.
Absolutely.
Person with an abundance mindset, they going to let you eat. They going to be like, yo, look, nah, check this out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Look, nah, all right, if you got the drive, let's go do it.
Right.
So it's like I've been bumping into a lot of people with scarce mindsets.
Man, don't let it stop you, yo.
Yeah,
Nah, it
keep
ain't.
pushing, keep
I'm
pushing.
Word.
So, who were some of the producers you had on your joint?
Actually, yo, you wouldn't believe it. Like I produced it myself
Oh, word?
because like I
talk that
own,
shit.
like I own all my instrumentals.
Okay.
So
Say
it's
that
like
again?
I own all my instrumentals. You know. So it's like, you know, like I capitalize off the game. Like, you know, like me coming from the street corner and bringing it to the, like, you know, the studio is like, why not like own your own instrumentals? So when I come at people, like I come at them like for them exclusive rights. Like I don't just come at it for the lease unless it's something like GP. But you gotta do that because at the end of the day, you gotta eat. Cause I'm putting forth the effort every day with this music. This ain't no game. Then on top of that, you know, I got some a thing called Support Someone Sundays. So every Sunday I go to like different businesses, you know, that ain't known, or even if they is known, I still promote them and just show like, you know, the youth is like, all about supporting.
Right.
So it's like, you know, to show people that it's like, I'm not just asking for support. No, I'm doing this freely. And I don't even care if you don't support me because I'm going to get heard and I'm going to get support.
Absolutely.
Just because my energy and motivation is just different.
Right.
Oh, that's what's up. Man. Support me Sundays. You do it on Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
All right.
Support someone Sundays.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
You know what time it is.
That's
So,
dope. That's dope.
How would you describe your style?
You know, it's hard to like explain because it's like it's different brackets. It depends on what type of feel I get.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't hard to like, you know, how could I say, like rap like anybody. So it's like I let the streets like do the judging, but it's like nobody ain't never throw me in like, yo, look, he like this. It's just that my voice, you know, the tone of my voice, like I sound like Nas a little bit. So that's like that ain't the light that I'm on because I be snapping. So it's like, you know, it's different. Like it's that's why my rap name the Switcher, you know?
Exactly.
Because it's like I got
it's
different like forms of like music that I could put out. Like I could write for singers, I could write for rappers, I could write for like, you know, for anybody. I don't care if you put them in the room with me, let me hear like at least about like 3 minutes of how the way they do what they do.
Right.
I got a hit for them, guaranteed.
That's lit.
So, you know, you said that you've been out and you've been hustling, you know, some people been knocking it, holding you down. How do you really deal with all that? You know what I mean? Like you said, better yet, how is it a transition from coming to the streets, dealing with people like that, coming to the music industry, dealing with people like that?
Good question.
Because like, you know, the streets is different. Like the streets is like you supply and demand. So it's like on a block, like anybody will tell you where I'm from Hooterville, you know, Smith Street. So anybody will tell you out there, it's like I was on some junk, like everybody eat mindset, but at the same time, it's like I'm out there and I'm making sure like all the junkies, they love me because I'm supplying them more than what they actually paying for. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing with the music, but the only difference is it's like, you know, I'm like 5 years behind. I just did 5-piece. So it's like I'm 5 years behind that niggas that wasn't never heard of before I got bagged or whatever. So it's like these cats, like, you know, they doing what they doing. Like, you know, I ain't knocking that because it's like me, I ain't scared to like, you know, if you ain't no rat, like, and that's my whole like persona. Like I attack rats because it's like I've been told on, like then my whole squad been told on. So it's like, you know, I hate rats, and it's like keep them away from me. So it's like I don't like if you a rapper that's a rat, like I don't even want to do no track with you. And then on top of that, it's like people that I run with, and if you like, you know, caught static, start beefing with somebody, it's like the same thing is over here because it's family, and it's like I won't do no song with you, point blank, period. And it's just out of like it ain't nothing like, you know, like no hard feelings. It's just that. Like you like my nigga said you ain't right. You ain't right.
So just like when Dave East took Kodak off the joint, you respected that.
I'm saying I don't know what that situation was for.
So, you know, Dave East had an album, he had Kodak on the feature. You know, Kodak said the whole thing about Nipsey, but you know, that's Dave East's man. So when that happened, he took
now that was respectable. You know, may like I heard Nipsey, like rumors that Nipsey was Muslim. If he is, like, you know, may Allah make his grave spacious, I mean. But, you know, yeah, I feel the same way. Somebody that, like, you know, passed that I was rolling with and somebody said something like that, like, yeah. I feel like, yeah, you took it off. I don't care if I paid you or not. Like, nigga, you off. Right. Like, nobody would never hear that.
That's simple. That's brass tacks right there, for sure.
Word.
So, where do you want to take your music?
Like to the next level, like to the point that it's like it's different. Like, you know, I ain't going.
I guess like a better question would be, what is the next level to you? What does that mean to you?
The next level is me is like the next level. Like you know, like how Meek says, levels to it. So it's like it's the next level from what I'm doing. So now it's like, you know, the right team. Like once I get the like, you know, the right team, is a rap. Like, cause that's the only thing that I don't have. You know, all these cats out here that's doing music, don't believe the hype. These niggas ain't doing it by themselves. These niggas got teams behind them. And it's like I never had no team. I never like even when I was like on the block, like I roll with cats, but I always been a one-man army. So I'm looking like right now, and it's like I'm understanding like you can't do it by yourself. So you know, like I got 3 people in mind. Like you know, I've been hollering at them. Like you know, I ain't about to say no names, but they know who they is, and it's like you know, when either one of them like holler at me, they already know what's on because these people like been like gelling with me, and at the same time they know my hunger. But you know, at the same time you gotta respect like people like situations, like people like mine. Like it's just like the streets. Your mind could be on the streets and you can have a gold mine in front of you, but you won't take attack into it until you get your mind off of what you're doing till you reach your goal, till you reach your quota. So it's all respect. But at the same time, if somebody like you know come with the you come with the right price, like yo,
all right,
we change both our lives.
I respect that.
So speaking of next level, we just had a discussion. How do you feel about? Do you feel like being on the radio is the next level, or just streaming? Period.
Nah, being on the radio. Like, it goes both ways. Like, being on the radio, it's like you already know how it is. Like, it's bigger than what you can understand. Like, because it's like, you could be on the radio, but that don't mean nothing. You just on the radio. But if you making bread, now that's something different. Like, when you talking about the bread, that's what I'm talking about. The like, you know, support my family. I don't really care too much about, like, yo, bro, you on the radio. I know a lot of niggas that was on the radio, but they ain't go nowhere. Right. They was on the radio 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And like where they at now? They still doing the same thing. You was like, yo, all right, you had one hit. Now where's that? Right. So it's like once you be on the radio, see me, if I do get on the radio, I already know it's a rap because it's like I know how to keep like grasping that attention. Like, cause that's what you gotta do. It's like basically it's nothing different than a block. So if you been on a block, see, if you a hustler, like you know about it. That's why I respect all the rappers that like, you know, that really started from the bottom because they deserve it. Right. Because you see the hunger, you see the hustle. You had to have a hustling mentality like all right, look, I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna just attack them every corner. So that's my mindset. It's just that, like I said, I don't got the team. Once I get that, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's dope.
Who's your top 5? I mean, as far as like hustler rappers.
Oh, I like that, guys.
You know I'm gonna go with Jay.
Facts.
I'm gonna go with Jay. Like that's respectable. I'm gonna go with Meek because like you know he started right. from the bottom. Like I actually like me and him the same age. Like you know, I'm gonna say you could say T.I. Okay. Like you know, cause he hustled. He came from the streets. You could say Master P.
I was just about
like
to
you could say Master P. Like he came straight out. He got it from the mud.
Straight from it.
That's a fact.
You could say like I consider them as one, but D Block like the Locks.
Okay.
Like they came straight from the streets.
Man.
And you could say E40.
See that?
E40, like
that's
yo, he like I respect
that's
like yo, you know,
about,
he been putting on for the Bay for a long time. So it's like, you know, he's still relevant. Like for somebody that been coming out like, you know, like and to still be relevant, like I took my hat to him. Like
on top of that, he really got his own language, yo. Like E40, like people still say his slang to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like all the like Izzle for shizzle, like yo, that's 40, yo, 40 water. Man, listen, it's all in the conversation, yo.
So, real quick, who shot your video? You said it's dropping it on Thanksgiving.
So Random Drama.
Okay.
You know, Drama. Shout out to that's my cousin too. You know, shout out to Drama. Like he yo, it's crazy because this is his second video he ever shot. So. You know, for me and shout out to Fee Money, like you know, that was the first person who he shot video. So it's like when he shot my video, he already let me know. But I came with the you know, the script. Like I come with the treatment too to my video. So it's like my visual is like the same. When I write my music, I see the visual of the like, you know, if I decide to do a video for it, I already got like a platform or basic understanding. But yeah, I hollered at him. Like Ben was telling me he wanted to shoot. Like, it's crazy. Because he wanted to shoot a video with me when I was in the half, but I was telling him, like, yo, look, listen, just wait, because I ain't trying to do the same thing to get me sent back, because you know, like it just happened like that. So we shot the video like it was crazy. Like him, shout out to my cousin Jabril, you know, Swaggy Jabril, like, you know, he in it. Like it was like basically like the off the bench like project is basically like you coming off the bench, like somebody don't notice you, now you notice. So it's like in that sense, because my cousin, he ball.
It's like Mello.
Yeah.
I was about to say like Mello.
It's like Mello.
He was giving buckets the other night. You saw that?
Stop. He played against the Bulls. Watch him out.
What you mean?
He played against the Bulls.
Yeah.
He beat us.
Yeah, but my
your fault.
little cousin, like, yeah, he ball. Like, he really balls. So it's like, you know, I had to, like, because, you know, they look up, like, a lot of my family, a lot of, like, young cats younger than me. Like, you know, I ain't old. I'm 31, 32. I just turned 32. But, yeah, like, they look up to me. And it's like I motivate them. So it's like, at least the first track that I felt as though would be right is only to motivate them, to show them like, look, you're a part of this, like development with me. So when it do hit the fan, it's like, don't never think that like I'm still not that same cat like that you used to see on the block, or used to ask for money, or ask for like whatever connections, whatever. Like everybody already know I had that same energy, like, you know, to motivate people. That's why it's easy to do what I do. Like supporting people on Sundays, that's easy. I've been doing that in my whole life. It just that it wasn't recognized. So it's like, you know, I ain't doing it for the recognition. I'm doing it for them, for their recognition, so they could be like, yo, like fly. I want everybody to fly, but you know, everybody don't want you to fly. So it's like, I respect that.
I've been saying that for the longest. Yo, the rising tide raise all ships. You feel me?
So
that's how I go.
You know, being that you taking the music so hard, and Jersey has a stigma of not helping each other. Are you gonna like reach out outside of Jersey? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I told you, like North Carolina, like I'm like, yo, I'm loved out there in North Carolina. Like, you know, I got family in Atlanta. Like, shout out to my cousin OG Sykes. You know, like he gave me a nice beat, little pop beat. So it's like, I'm like, before I even like go that route, I want to do what I do. So it's like I told him there's a time and a place for everything. So he told me to come out there, and I already like. The A, like, is lit out there. Like, so it's like, I ain't like, listen, you wanna make music, like whatever, like you gotta adapt to it. So I look and pay attention. Like, that's what you gotta do. Like, so it ain't nothing wrong with me expanding. Like, what's up?
So it's like you don't got no issues with working with cats from Jersey, from New York, from Cali. Like,
nah, I never got. I told you, everybody eat.
Right.
That's why. That's how I promote. Like you know, like I really like all the hustlers, like especially like, you know, like the people that came up and that always like had that mentality. Like everybody, not even being in the streets, even being at work. Like I always had that mentality. So it's like, especially for my culture, like I want you to eat. Right. Like I don't like see, like, you know what people is like they fear that you getting on the track and snapping better than them. Right. So it's like, they don't understand, like, that ain't nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, that's your track.
Right.
Yeah. So every time somebody listen to it, that's your money.
Right, exactly.
Especially like how to, like, you know, how you work out the, like, you know, the masses as far as that part. But at the end of the day, it's still your track.
Yeah, so whether they come in to view the song because of them or you.
Exactly. They still viewing the song.
It's still you.
But everybody don't got that mentality like that. Right. So it's like, that's why it's messed up out here, because it's like cats be so busy, like, I'm better than you because I got these many followers, and this, and like, yo, you just better than me because you got exposure. You got a team right now. Right. When I get a team, I'm gonna show you how to do it better. Right. Like, really, really show you how to do it. Like, cause I've been a boss. So it's like, most of these cats in position never been no boss. They've been working for bosses, and they still is. So for you to, like, for me to come home, like, I've been doing this everything myself out my own pocket. Like, you know, coming from nothing. Started from selling cakes, candy, the halfway house. Like, cats will tell you my story. Like, this ain't no game. Like, I lost it all. Like, I was doing music before I got locked up. Lost all of it, like, to electrical fire. So it's like, you know,
ain't no getting that back.
Yeah, so it's like I ain't even think about it. I gave, like, in all actuality, I really gave up music. My cousin was begging me. He like, yo, bro, yo, you fire. Yo, you gotta start back. Took me a year, then I snapped back. Then I just been taking it serious. And I told him, like, when I come home, like, bro, like, it's time.
So, being that you just took it serious, you got your own buzz. How does it feel when you see nowadays somebody repost your song or you hear somebody else playing your joint or listening to it? Like, how does that feel? Is that more motivation to you or?
Yeah, of course it's motivation because it's like I already knew this was gonna happen, but at the same time, it's just the process that you don't know.
Right.
It's the same thing as you getting a job. You probably look at it as like, I'm gonna be a manager one day from here. I could see myself managing this spot, but the matter of time. Mm-hmm. So it's like I've been putting in overtime like with this. So it's like, I got like close to 1,000 songs like written. And I still when I hear a beat, I still writing something new. Yeah. Like everybody this ain't nothing new to me. Like I really do this. Like on the spot. Never had writer's block.
Oh, on the spot?
On the spot.
So like right now on the spot.
Yeah.
All right, what beat you on?
I'm saying.
What beat you on?
Listen.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying you give me anything. Give me that give me that soul Jersey, that soul Brooklyn beat.
You got blocked last week?
About to say. About to say, man, I ain't. I'm saying you gonna see. You gonna see when it hit the fan. Like you listen. You gonna see.
Now I can respect that. A lot of people say like, "Oh, I could go right now." Don't tell me that, cause I'm actually good right now. But you was ready, so you probably.
I respect it.
Yeah, you good.
I know what time it is.
It ain't hard. It's just that how I'm talking to you. That's how I look at music. It's like how people they gotta write music. I vision music, so it's different. It's different. Like I really vision it. It's like because I'm giving you like my story. And the story of the people that can't tell the story, because you understand, I was around these people. Like I grew up around like hustlers. I grew up around come on, man, this North. Right. So for you to make it out of to really still be alive, I'm the late '80s baby, '87. So with that being said, especially Smith Street, everybody know what block that is. So it's at the end of the day, you make it out of there and you really got all your marbles and you still want to do something different. See, that's my mindset now. And it ain't I salute. I still go through, see all the people from my hood, outside the hood, niggas I jail with. But where my mind focus at is on this music money, because there's money into it. It's more money and more longevity. Right. And that's why, because I got 3 kids. So it's at the end of the day, it's I can't keep telling my kids such and such that these niggas keep telling, cause that's what cats do. When you making more money than the cat, they gonna either one or two things try to take you out. They can't take you out. You know what they gonna do? They gonna call the cops and tip them. So nowadays the bail law out here in Jersey is crazy, because you don't know who telling.
And they gonna get a reward.
Because you can't bail out.
and they gonna get a reward for you.
Imagine that. A lot of people don't know. You can't bail out in Jersey. You gotta go through a bail program. Wow. So a person could get locked up for a bird today and be out tomorrow and you wouldn't even know it. He'd say they released me through the bail program. And you gotta just take it or leave it.
Wow.
So it's that shit's scary. And I was locked up when they made that program. Once they made, I'm this shit's crazy.
Word.
It's scary.
Damn.
I can imagine. So
when is the whole album going to drop? I know the video's dropping this week.
Yeah.
When is the project going to drop?
Pushing for just give me till either springtime. I'm pushing for it. No later than the summer.
Okay.
No later than the summer. I got you.
Ooh,
nah, for sure.
You dropping it. You don't got no reason but to listen to this.
Yeah.
Summertime.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
When you're not doing music, because obviously from what you said today, we can tell that that's what you live and breathe at the moment.
Yeah.
What are you doing outside of music? Do you watch cartoons?
Do you read comic books? Outside of music, I own Blueprint. I basically because I these 5 years I've been going. I actually wrote a how the way I'm gonna move, how the way I'm gonna do what I do once I get this amount of money, once I get that amount of money. So it's besides that, I'm with my kids. Okay. Spending time with them. If not doing that, I'm thinking about them. I got married when I came home too. Shout out to my wife. You know, like
That's
so
what's
it's
up.
like I
That's a
spent
beautiful
time,
thing.
like I spent as much time I could with her, like
Shout out to the wife. He don't want no problems when he get home.
Yo, none, yo. I totally understand. I feel you, bro.
Yo, shout out to the wife.
Absolutely.
So it's like that, and it's like I just be besides that, I just be like I said, I be supporting people. Like I be trying to give like even the kids I be taking time out to to motivate them, to help them see it's bigger than what you think it is. Like you could be like you the future at the end of the day. So it's like that's what I do. I always been a motivator, but it's just that I was motivating in the wrong way.
Right.
So now it's like this if I'm I feel as I'm great at this music thing, so it's like why not tap into it?
Right.
Everybody else tapping into it, I could do it. I feel as though I could do it better.
So while you doing your blueprint, now that you're out, 'cause I know some things probably changed from when you first wrote it to now that you're out. Do you do artist showcases and artist development, or you just go straight off the muscle?
I go straight off the muscle, just because it's prime example. It's I don't everybody hustle is everybody hustle.
Right.
But if you got me going through a showcase and you got me really is it incentive for me to do better, to move to a next level, I'm with it. But if you talk about you throwing a showcase and it's yo, you got me paying out of my pocket, it's I don't need to pay you for somebody to hear me.
Right.
I'd rather go to an open mic and just go and just give it to 10 people. At least I know them 10 people gonna listen.
Right.
40 people gonna listen. It's gonna add up. Then the average person that's at a showcase is you really got your own crowd there. So at the end of the day, it ain't you really got fans there. If you on a tour that somebody say if somebody such and such said yo, I'm gonna take you on tour with me now.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna pay you this, but this expense is gonna be on you because you need this and this and this and that. Right. Okay, now that's that. But you ain't put me in no situation like that. And that's why you ain't really been hearing me doing it, because it ain't cats don't be coming at you yo, I'm trying to put you in a situation to do better. Right. Niggas trying to put you in a situation to use you. Same thing on the block. So it's
Facts.
it's why would I go to a block to take a pack from somebody, and I got my own block? I could just go out and just do what I want. So I look at the music the same way. It ain't nothing different.
Right. That's deep.
So this project gonna drop in the summer.
Either spring,
summer,
or the summer. Yeah,
right.
Around that time.
Yeah. And you said you've written already 1,000.
Yeah,
So,
I got that just on ice. That's just on ice music. When I wanna say if I wanna just listen to a beat and I don't feel like writing. I don't feel like it. It ain't I don't want to do it. It's I don't feel like it. I'm gonna just give you a hit that I made in jail, just to motivate the people because you understand, when I was creating these hits in jail, a lot of people that was around me, so to get them motivation, yo, I was there when he made that. Right. That's the reason why I do that with certain songs and certain projects, just to get them to feel yo, I was a part of that. I was there when he wrote it. So when they hear it, they already heard me. They already heard it. It's just that.
Yeah, on top of that, it's
that, I don't want to cut you off. As soon as you said that, Get Rich or Die Trying popped up.
right.
Yo,
I get you.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is when the people hear that, they're gonna know that it's authentic because they were there when it happened.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense.
Exactly. So that's why I said why. So when I pick beats or instrumentals, it's the vision that I see it is already the vision. Once I hear it, it's all right. It's either one or two things. I got something right there, right now. I'm about to do something too. Or man, I got something on ice already for that, just especially for that. That's why I be sounding like it. When you hear it, you gonna hear it.
So
can't wait to hear it. I'm excited.
How many tracks you got?
What?
10 or less on the joint? How many tracks you gonna put on?
I looked at it as she's everything that I do, it revolves around what I do. So prime example, Free Smoke. Every track on that Free Smoke is on our platforms, Every track that's on it was surrounded around my brother's situation. How the way he seen things, how the way he did things. If you listen to it, you're oh, why? If you look at it from that perspective, because that's the perspective you gotta listen to it from, because you understand. I was locked up. I ain't say free switch. I said free smoke. my brother, because I know I was coming home and I was giving him I'm giving him motivation, as well as a couple of people that I mentioned. Like, I give all my cats that's locked up motivation. Like, like let them know, like, I ain't playing this time around. Then, the kill switch, it just basically was around like how, like, shout out to Lil Wayne. Like, you remember when he was coming out with Dedication?
Yeah.
It's like that feel ain't there no more. So it's like I'm giving people like a whole project. Because, like, how people just give you itsy bitsy, like, yo, look, I'm going to hop on this beat and throw it on this mixtape. Nah, I gave you a whole project with all industry beats that came out, because you understand the industry beats that I put on there was all the industry like beats that I was listening to in jail. So at the end of the day, like, I'm in a halfway house coming home my furlough recording myself. Like, if you go on my Instagram page, you'll see, like, I was in the studio, like, by myself in my own studio. I bought my own studio selling commissary. So it's like, like, I wasn't playing with this.
That's a story.
So,
that's
like,
a story and a half right there.
I wasn't playing with it. So at the end of the day, it's like,
You wrote a book too?
Nah. Like, I got a movie. I got like 2 movies.
Oh, you got screenplays out here. You said F a book.
For it all.
He said F a book. I got screenplays.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the book is like, if I'm gonna give you a book, like, I'm gonna give you a major like success story. It ain't gonna be the average hood book.
Right.
Because, like, I want somebody, like, if I'm put out a book, it's gonna be something that somebody can learn from. Like, you're gonna be like, yo, okay, I seen this part, but he gave me this part too. So damn, I could make a decision on what I want to do instead of, hood books make you embrace the streets. Like, it ain't like, look, at the end of the day, don't get nobody wrong. Like, I'm quite sure everybody that's out there on the block, salute them, but you don't want to do that your whole life. You ain't never planned on doing that your whole life.
You know what? I'm not knocking nobody. You get it how you get it.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned and seen, you know what I mean? The biggest dope boy that that was the plug, all got a job or a business now. They ain't selling dope.
Yeah. Like, it's real.
It doesn't matter what state, what hood, what city you going. Every major dope boy either got a job or a business.
Exactly.
They ain't selling dope no.
So, so back to the, like, off the bench, like, so, like, I looked it up, like, it's 7 bench players on NBA. So it's 7 tracks.
It's a theme?
So it's a 7, yeah. So so off the bench is the concept of off the bench, but actually off the bench with these 7 players. So I got 7 tracks. Then I'm thinking about either just throwing like overtime tracks. I'm gonna name them overtime, like either 1 or 2. But you gotta find them inside the track.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it ain't gonna be no like you could just click on the track, but you gotta find it. So really you gotta listen to a whole song through and probably like 10 seconds pass, then another track could come on that same track. So it's like only for the fans, because I try to do things. When I do things, like,
you want to think outside
I do
the box.
it different. Like, I want to do it different. It's like, you hit me, that's my tagline. It's trademark too. Like, that's mine. So it's like, when cats hear that, they think of me. I got like I ain't even go nowhere, and I got a lot of people saying it every time they see me. So it's like, I always been a trendsetter. It's just that, like, I was trendsetting in the wrong areas that ain't get me nowhere, and I acknowledge that. So it ain't nothing wrong, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with, like, if you doing what you doing, you doing what you doing. I just acknowledge that I ain't gonna become no millionaire there.
Hey, yo.
Man, listen, man.
I'm ready for
inspired.
Yeah, I'm inspired. I'm gonna go do like 30 push-ups,
I'm gonna hit you with 4. Only got 4 in me.
Write some reviews for another podcast. Like, this thing about to be joint. So real quick, man, we appreciate you having us here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Taking time
anytime.
out. Again, man, let everybody know your Instagram, Facebook, what platform, all your music on. Where they catch you at on Support Me Sundays.
Support Someone Sundays. Every Sundays, I drop a video, supporting, like, I don't care what you do. Like whatever business you got, I come to your business and, just support you. But my Instagram name, DASWITCHER _BTG. The Switcher is spelled DASWITCHER _BTG. Facebook, The Switcher. Free Smoke on all platforms right now. Off the Bench, all platforms right now. The Kill Switch couldn't been on all platforms because, like, I ain't trying to, like, get
Exactly.
sued for the beats. So it's like, it's all promotional use. So I just gave that free to the streets or whatever. But, like, like I said, man, just you know, just motivate yourself. If nobody don't motivate you, man, because it's like, you know, it ain't hard, but it ain't easy at the same time.
Yo, so right now, everybody that's watching live, yo, Off the Bench drops on Thursday.
Yeah,
What time?
Thanksgiving, 12 a.m. 12 a.m. off the bench. 12 a.m.
So all of y'all that's gonna be stealing pieces of pies and taking out the yams,
You know what I'm saying?
at midnight, yo, make sure y'all get that.
Press
joint.
play, please.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
want to do it like exactly like in the middle of the day because you know everybody gonna be eating. But
Right.
12 a.m.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, you know, it's just something like I did that just for the fans, like you know, to thank y'all for being patient because I don't got no videos out.
Right.
So
Okay.
first video, you know, why not drop it on Thanksgiving?
Giving back.
Because he's thankful. You know what I'm saying? That's lit.
Hey, man. Got
Yo, I understand this. Yo.
I
This
see the
is-
vision.
This
I
is
see the
fire.
vision.
Me too. This is fire.
But hey, man.
It's been another great episode of Blades and Bars. You know what I'm saying? Rap Nerd League.
It's your boy Fonz.
The Switcher. You feel
You
me?
hit
We out
me?
here.
Huh?
Peace. Till next
We out.
time.
I said, yeah, hey yo, they waiting for it. I said, what? I said.